So pretty much right off the bat, I made a mistake. Ted Williams was supposed to be in the cleanup spot. And right when I realized that, I was like, this is going to be a bad game because A-Rod is the curse of the squad. I think, this is the reason why. It's because I had Ryan Braun batting cleanup in the previous game. He was playing third base, obviously, so then I put A-Rod in for Braun. And I meant to put Ted Williams in the cleanup spot and then move A-Rod down in the lineup. Probably would have put him in like the 7th or 8th spot, to be honest. So, yeah, I knew that was going to be an issue in this game because Ted Williams has been on a roll. So that is somebody you want coming to the plate when people are on base and stuff like that. So, yeah, man, I was just waiting for the situation in this game when I was going to have, like, the bases loaded late in the game, and I needed to come up with a clutch base hit. So I was doing everything to avoid that, needed to get off to an early lead. I put Crawford back in the lineup, too. So, yeah, I got Crawford, Grady, and Ethier back in that outfield. That was pretty much the main outfield for the longest time. And then ever since Ted Williams started to heat up again, he's pretty much been holding down the fort out there in left field. This would be the perfect park to play with Ted Williams in left since it is a short porch. And I know Ethier doesn't have the best. He doesn't have the best like fielding and stuff. So I think I did this. I think I did this in the last game. I think I played like Michael Brantley at first, and then I put, was Brantley? I didn't even see if Brantley was playing in this game, but I think the plan was, it may not have been in this game, but in all the future games, I'm probably going to put Brantley in right field, and then Ethier at first. I think he was at first this game, Ethier was, so I don't know, that's just a good little switch right there to put Brantley in the outfield, even though Brantley's fielding is around the same as that flashback Andre Ethier's, but he does have much better speed, so that could come in handy too out there in the outfield. So with Grady and Michael Brantley out there in center and right field respectively, they should be able to cover some of those balls in the gap. Wait, what am I talking about? I'm failing so bad right now, dude. Crawford is playing center. I just said Crawford was back in the lineup, and I'm already forgetting that Crawford was in center. So Crawford was in center. This is also the perfect stadium you want Crawford playing center field at, since it is deep as shit. So Crawford is playing center, Grady was playing right, and then Ted Williams was playing left. So yeah, that was a pretty decent outfield, so that's what I was trying to say. In the future videos and stuff, it's probably going to be Ted Williams or Crawford. I may just start rotating Crawford back in the lineup, but either way, it's going to be Ted Williams or Crawford in left. And then Grady most likely, or maybe even Crawford in center field, and then I'll probably put Brantley in right field again, and then I'll put Ethier at first base or something since his fielding isn't that good. So pretty much in this game, I needed to get off to a early lead. That could have been an inside the park home run from, I think Russell Martin hit that one off the wall. Not really sure what Crawford was doing out there in center field, but he did not want to make the grab, and then I'm making another questionable call. I mean, I could have gone home right there, probably could have got the guy. I mean, yeah, like Martin with the 60-some speed is not too bad for a catcher, but I probably could have made that play at home. But I'm just taking the for sure out at first base, so this guy is able to go up one. He should have had at least one run on the board anyway, since I should have been an inside the park home run. But Altuve in the house that Altuve built and is currently building. Altuve sends one deep, so that is yet another home run for Altuve. I'm not even sure how much he has. I think I said one time I was going to check how many home runs Altuve had, and every single time I forget to do so. So it is now tied up. Still in the top of the third inning, Crawford just hits a weak fly ball to left field, and then Grady is, I'm swinging late on that one with Grady, so that is another weak fly ball to left field, so at least we tie the game back up going into the bottom of the third, and this was, I don't know, this was just one of those games I was just thinking about going to the pen very early. It didn't even matter if Chris Sale did good or not, because this guy was stacking the lineup with righties. And every single righty this guy had in his lineup had very good power, I'm pretty sure. Like, even Trout with, like, the 80-something power. Tulowitzki has pretty decent power. Like, Mike Schmidt, A-Rod, he had so many. Like, Russell Martin even has pretty good power for a catcher against lefties. And, yeah, it was just very questionable whether or not I should have gone to the pen early. I mean, I was doing all right out of the gate. But usually when this happens, I go to the pen early, and I can just stop all of the bleeding that may occur in this game, but I did not go to the pen. So Ted Williams gets another base hit This is why. This is why Ted Williams needs to be batting like fourth in the lineup, because he's been a base hit machine. But Sandoval is not able to do anything after that. I'm just grounding out to third base to end that inning. So now we are going into the fourth. The longer this game goes on without me getting a run, the more chance of me getting an L in this damn game. I have no idea what happened right there, man. You know, I say that. I said in one video too, because that happened to me a couple times before. Sometimes your player just locks onto the ball, but that time Grady just kept on running, so he's able to make it all the way to third base. And then I am giving Russell Martin the intentional pass, which was a pretty decent move, I guess, because I had the double play ball brewing. But he is able to hit one to left field, and Ted Williams, not with the good arm, is not able to get A-Rod, I think it was, actually at home plate. So he is going back up in this game. So this was when I was like, all right, one more base hit, and Chris Sale will be out of this game. McCutchen hits one very deep. It lands on that hill, that stupid hill in center field in Houston. So that only means one thing. This is going to be pretty much a guaranteed inside the park, and he gets one. So realistically, this guy probably could have had 2 inside the park home runs in this game, and then the next guy coming to the plate, Mike Schmidt, is hitting one deep too. So that is back-to-back jacks. One of them being an inside the park home run, one of them being a moonshot. So Chris Sale, that is enough out of you. I should have trusted the gut, man, because sometimes I take out my starters way too soon, and I'm like, that was a bad decision. But this game, I was like, he needs to be taken out soon, but for some reason I didn't do it. But I'm able to stop the bleeding a little bit. Ted Williams grounds into the inning-ending double play. I think that was a different inning, actually, but still. Not able to get any more runs in the bottom of the 6th he was. So Ted Williams steps up to the plate, gets his third base hit of this game. So Ted Williams is letting me know, he's letting me hear it by getting 3 base hits in this game. He's like, you should have put me in the cleanup spot, you stupid little bastard. And like I said, I'm going down in this game. I think it's like 4-1 right now, so I need to make a comeback. Daniel Murphy is hitting one pretty deep to center field, but that is just an easy grab for McCutchen out there in center field. So, wait, did he have a 5? It's 5-1. I'm losing track because this guy's just putting up runs like it's this man's job pretty much. So, Josh Hamilton is in against Billy Wagner. For some reason, I'm trying to attack down in a way, which I don't even know why I was doing against somebody in the shift, because all you got to do is pretty much put it in play, and it is going to be a base hit to the left side of the infield. So he gets Hamilton on base. But Mike Schmidt is up next, I think that was, and he is grounded into the double play. So I was able to escape some pressure situations in this game, but I was not able to cash in when people were on base. When there wasn't even that many people on base, but when there was, I wasn't able to do so that much. Pujols is in as a pinch hitter, and as Pujols usually does, he folds. He completely folds. That is just one of the weakest fly balls you will ever see. So if anybody's going to get something going, it needs to be Crawford. Even though there's 2 down, it would not be the first time I would start a 2-out rally late in the game, even though I'm down by 4. Something needs to be done with an 0-2 count. This is pretty much it. Like, if I'm not going to get something going in the 8th inning, the 9th inning isn't looking good, because you need to have at least within like 2 runs going into the 9th inning if you want to, make sure you're going to come back in the game. Even though I have seen much crazier shit go down in the 9th inning, only able to hit just a weak chopper back to the pitcher. So going into the bottom of the 8th, this guy's obviously looking to get some more shit on the board. Joaquin Benoit is in. I'm starting him off with a fastball up and away. Late swing, and he's able to hit one opposite field. So this is just one of these games when everything this guy is putting in play is leaving the yard and just getting over outfielders' heads and stuff. So after it was 6-1, that was pretty much all said and done. It could have been closer. I mean, I could have cashed in a couple more people on base and stuff like that, but still, he's got a 6-1 lead now with Pujols up at the plate with 2 down. So this would just be typical if Pujols was able to come through for this guy, but he's just hitting a ground ball to third base. So now we are going into the top of the 9th, and something needs to get going right off the bat. Grady went down very quickly to begin the 9th inning, so Ethier is up, and as Ethier usually does, he gets at least 1 base hit in every single game. So he gets the double. And then next to the plate is A-Rod. Like I said, this was going to be one of those moments when A-Rod would not come through in the clutch. So, A-Rod, prove me wrong, because it has not been happening for A-Rod on the squad. Every single card for A-Rod has been a huge fail. But, as of course, A-Rod would come through when it doesn't mean anything. So I get another run. It is 6-2, but then Sandoval is, somehow that is staying in play. I have no idea. I have no idea that stayed in play right there, but that ends this game. The squad was on such a roll the past couple weeks. I needed to come back down to earth eventually. Matt Harvey gets player of the game. He pretty much shut me down the whole game.
Just 2 runs, and he survived a couple of rough spots to get this complete game victory.